Okay, welcome back. Last time I made my way through Rock Tunnel and arrived in Lavender Town. First things first, today we are picking up this Diglett because I am going to need to use Cut at least a few times in this episode. Now, before I go and do anything else, I want to put Talia out front, mostly because today we are starting with a rival battle. Basically, I need to go into Pokemon Tower to do this rival battle, and I can't actually finish Pokemon Tower yet. But if I come back to do this rival fight after I beat the Rocket Hideout and the Celadon Gym, it just wouldn't really be too practical. Hey, what brings you here? Is your Pokemon dead? Hey, it's alive! Well, I can at least make him faint. Let's go! But yeah, I basically want to do this now rather than later, because if I do it later, that kind of takes out a lot of the danger element, and I think that, kind of makes it a lot more fun both to watch and to play. So, this is the first time that my rival will have 5 Pokemon. He'll still have his Pidgeotto, which will eventually become Pidgeot. He still has his Kadabra, which will eventually become Alakazam. And this is also where he finishes off his Fire, Water, Grass core. Basically, he has 3 Pokemon, Gyarados, Arcanine, and Exeggutor. Which, obviously, at this point in the game, they would appear as Execute and Growlithe, but Gyarados would be Gyarados. And basically, he will have 2 of those and his starter Pokemon. So basically, he'll have 2 of them, but if he has Charmander, if he had Charmander, he won't have Arcanine. If he had Squirtle, he won't have Blastoise. And if he had Bulbasaur, he won't have Execute. Either way, we are currently blazing through this fight. Talia is on it so far. Like, we got the poison with the Poison Sting, and we've just been slashing our way through so far. This is going very well. Okay, Kadabra comes in, we definitely get outsped. Disable misses, Slash lands, and that doesn't one-shot. Okay. Okay, there's the prediction. And on the Disable coming through, Poison Sting lands, takes out the Kadabra. Talia is on this today. Let's go. Okay, so his next Pokemon will be his Gyarados. Now, Intimidate comes through. Intimidate comes through and lowers Talia's attack. Fortunately for me, I'm just going to switch out to Brute Root. Basically, this Gyarados is simultaneously very dangerous and very predictable. All it can do is thrash. So it's going to hit hard. That is a guarantee. It's a Gyarados. It's always going to hit hard. But it can only use thrash, and that's my kind of that's my degree of safety with it. Because I now Leech Seed it, it's now confused, so it can now hit itself in confusion, and I am just going to put it to sleep. 10 out of 10, we actually landed the Sleep Powder. I was fully prepared to not land the Sleep Powder. Either way, we are now just going to be draining it each turn with Leech Seed as well, which means I can get Talia back to full health and be ready for the Charmeleon that'll come in directly after this Gyarados. To be totally honest, part of me wants to set up... Actually, yeah, I think I will do that. I will set up a couple of defense curls, just in case. I'll set up a couple of defense curls so it'll take even less damage from Thrash. Hopefully this Gyarados hits itself. 10 out of 10. Honestly, if it hits itself in confusion again, plus another Leech Seed, I think I could probably kill with Slash here. So let's just go for it. Let's risk it. Slash lands, barely misses the kill. Okay, we take the Thrash damage. We definitely take that hit. We take that hit very well. I think we would... I mean, whatchamacallit, Sandslash has my highest defense of any of my Pokemon right now. Oh, so I knew it would take the hit very well, but I didn't think it would take it that well. Now, I'm going to go for a Poison Sting. Hopefully we can get a Poison, just in case something goes wrong. Okay, that wasn't getting a Poison. That did 22 damage. I'm just going to go for Slashes and hopefully bring down this Charmeleon. Big crit. Okay, Ember comes through, but I should be able to finish it off here. 10 out of 10, Talia takes out Charmeleon, wins us this battle, and honestly did most of it by herself. What? I took it easy on you too. Okay, so with that, we win. How's your Pokedex coming? I just caught a Cubone. I can't find the big Marowak though. I wonder where there could be. I bet there aren't any left. well, I better get going. I've got a lot to accomplish, unlike you. Smell you later. And with that thorough cooking that we just received, it is also time for us to leave the Pokemon Tower. Because since we don't have the self-scope, there's no real point for us to be here aside from doing that rival fight. And yeah, that actually went super well. I'm really happy with how that battle went. I was fully prepared for it to go a lot worse. Now, I know that one of these trainers on the next route has some normal types, so I'm going to put Shao out front, mostly just because, you know, double kick is a very good move to have. And now it's time for me to go and heal. I'll just get off the bike. I'll just get off the bike. I'm also starting to realize, I guess I should note, I'm playing this on a PS4 controller on an emulator. And for some reason, I bookmarked, not bookmarked, I registered the select button, like the share button on the PS4 controller, to be what would be the select button on the GBA, and I feel like that may have been a mistake. What's round, cute, and fluffy Pokemon? Jigglypuff. Like, if I'm specifically talking about a Gen 1 Pokemon, Jigglypuff. Okay, Clefairy, I guess, also fits the bill. I mean, it's a lot less rounded than Jigglypuff is. But at the same time, Clefairy is extremely cute. Like, I do really like Clefairy. I would love to be able to actually use one in a playthrough at some point. But, I mean, it's not exactly the most readily available Pokemon. Like, it's a Pokemon that isn't always available very often. Like, actually, outside of Gen 1, I don't really remember how many times it has been available just in a playthrough. Like, I'm sure that there's probably a couple that I'm just forgetting about. But yeah, I would love to actually use a Clefairy in a playthrough. Unfortunately, since most of my recent playthroughs have been Nuzlocke, just even the ones I've been doing casually in my free time, I haven't really had the chance of using one. Also, Cute Charm is an absolutely legendary annoyance to me. To be totally honest, I probably should have assumed okay, I know that double kick, you know, it hits twice, so it has 2 chances to proc it. But the fact that her entire strategy right now seems to just be minimize Cute Charm, and that is potentially infuriating. Fortunately for me, I know that her only real attacking move was probably Double Slap, which would actually do a lot more harm than good for her. Mostly just because it's like, hey, guess what? I'm just going to use Double Slap, hits 5 times, has the potential to proc Poison Point on each of them. Like, that isn't exactly great for her. Now, here's the thing with this route, and also the next route. I have a guaranteed encounter on this route. Because there are 4 or 5 Pokemon that can appear on here. We can encounter, I think, Meowth. There we go, we have Growlithe. Fantastic. Now the real question is, can we catch this thing? I would love to have a Growlithe. Okay, so, we throw the Great Ball, and 1, 2, 3. No, it breaks out. Okay. We should be okay. I'm just going to throw another ball, though, because I know that Growlithe learns Raw by level up, but I don't know what level it gets it at, and if I get... Well, there's Raw, so, no encounter for this route, I suppose. That's very annoying, actually, but hey, I guess we'll manage. I mean, okay. Positives. I accidentally just ran into this guy. This guy is going to have, whatchamacallem, poison types. Like, the biker guys in this game pretty much all have either coughing, wheezing, Grimer, Muck, or, like, Mankey or Machokes. Like, typically they have poison or fighting type Pokemon, some combination of that. I think it's on the cycling road. I think they're on the cycling road. There's, like, the only guy in the game outside of Bruno who has a Machamp. Well, that's interesting. Also, another interesting thing is that your rival, when you fight him... Obviously, when the rival comes back in Gold and Silver, his team is largely different. Like, he's still... Actually, no, wait, it's not that different. Is it? No, I think they just replaced his starter Pokemon with, like, a Machamp, I think. I might be wrong on that. It's been a little while since I played Heart Gold Soul Silver, and even longer since I played original Gen 2. It's been an extremely long time since I played the original Gen 2. But hey, obviously Heart Gold Soul Silver is on the replay. It is on the replay list, because I have been going back through a whole bunch of stuff. Honestly, that's kind of why why Spider-Man is currently ongoing. Because to be totally honest, I knew it was on the replay list. I just didn't know what to play, so I kind of just went, yeah, sure, I feel like playing that. And hence why I'm ending up doing 2 replays at once when I said I was going to try to do, you know, just one at a time and have something new going on. Either way, we can now come out of this underground path. I'm going to put Garuda out front, I think. And now we are going to go out onto Route 7, where we can get another shot at catching a Growlithe. Because I know that on this route, I also have every other potential encounter. Because there is Meowth, there is Pidgey, and I believe there's Oddish here. And hopefully we can find a Growlithe without too much hassle. There we go, fantastic. We have a level 20 Growlithe. Okay. And it has Intimidate. Okay, Intimidate is kind of nice. Personally, I think having Flash Fire would have been very nice as well. But honestly, I'm more than happy with either or. As long as I can catch this, I don't really care. 10 out of 10, we now have a Growlithe. However, because this is a version-exclusive Pokemon, we now get to play a fun little minigame, as I've done with all my other Pokemon like it so far. Okay, a lonely Growlithe. Aww, that's sad. Like, Growlithe, please don't be lonely, it's a very cute dog. Okay, so first things first, let's quickly go into Celadon City itself. There we go. Now, I just need to bring this up. So, in case this is the first time you're seeing it in this playthrough, I am going to flip a coin. If it goes heads, I'll keep Growlithe. If it goes tails, I will get Vulpix. So, flip, and we get... Oh, I tabbed out, hang on. Okay, I tabbed out and it froze, I think, so I'm just going to flip it again. Okay, there we go. Okay, heads. So that is heads, we are keeping the Growlithe. Good to know, cool. So I am more than happy with that, because that means I have a potential Growlithe. And also, I would rather have a lonely-natured Growlithe than a lonely-natured Vulpix. For now, though, actually, I probably should just keep it on the team. You know what, I'll put it in the box just for now, but at the same time, I probably should actually just use it. I don't know, either way, I do have another Pokemon to go and pick up. Because, if you recall correctly, if you've played Gen 1 before, you know that if you come up this building, you can find an Eevee. Well, less find an Eevee, more just take one, I guess. And that will come at level 25, so that'll be a new Pokemon to add to the team, potentially. Okay, we obtained the Eevee. Do we want to nickname this Pikachu? Okay, I am more than happy with that. Okay, so we now have a Pikachu as well. And, Brave Nature, that is pretty bad. That's minus speed. However, Pikachu could be potentially massive, especially because it's basically bypassed all of the difficult points of its training. And by that I mean, realistically, the hard part about training a Pikachu in this game, and specifically in a Nuzlocke format, is keeping it alive until level 26 when it learns Thunderbolt. So obviously us picking it up at level 25 helps our odds of keeping it alive very much, they greatly improve, let's just say. Now, let's quickly go in here, talk to this old lady and grab some tea, because we will need it. You shouldn't spend all your money on drinks. Try this instead. Obtained the tea. Nothing beats first like some hot tea. It really is the best. Fair. Okay, I say that, and I'm also probably about to have my British rights taken away by saying, yeah, I actually don't care all that much for tea, personally. Like, it's just never really been my thing. I've just never really clicked with it. Anyway, now I'm going to go out onto Route 16, because this is where I can grab the HM for Fly, and also where I can pick up a new encounter, in the form of Doduo. Okay, Doduo is a Pokemon I really like. Personally, I know this might be a contentious one. I think Doduo is the best normal flying type available in the game. Obviously, like, if you asked me would I rather have a Dodrio or a Staraptor, I'm probably taking Staraptor, because Staraptor's great in later games. But for now, specifically in this one, I think Dodrio is a bit better than both Pidgeot and Fearow. However, having said that, despite the fact that Dodrio does get Drill Perk, it evolves at level 31, it does get Drill Perk, and it also gets Tri-Attack, which because the physical special split hasn't happened yet, Tri-Attack is still a physical move that can freeze, burn, or paralyze, and it hits like a train, especially on a Pokemon as fast and powerful as Dodrio. However, I'm not just going to kick Garuda off the team because I got access to one. Like, I could, but I'm not going to. Similarly, I could and maybe should have switched to Pikachu there. I maybe should have just gone out to Pikachu and just went for Thunderbolt. Not Thunderbolt, Thunder Wave. But to be totally honest, I don't know oh, okay, that's a lot of damage, but we should be okay now. Okay, so now let's just throw this ball, catch ourselves a Doduo, and hopefully it'll stay in. 3, click. We now have a Doduo, which is very good. That's a fantastic backup flying type. I love this Pokemon. It's a shame it gets a bit... Like, once the physical special split comes into effect in Gen 4, I think it does nerf it quite a bit. But to be totally honest, Dodrio is a Pokemon that I am very fond of. Like, if I lose Garuda, it will more than likely be coming in to take its place. Okay, let's talk to this lady. Oh dear, you found my secret retreat. Please don't tell anyone I'm here. I'll make it up to you with this. So now we have HMO2. HMO2 is Fly. It's a wonderfully convenient move. Please, put it to good use. Also, hey Fearow, how you doing, buddy? 10 out of 10. Fearow appreciators. Now, let's quickly hop back on our bike and talk to this guy real quick. How do you get in? Good effort. Also, I'm gonna dodge these two, because I don't remember which young couple they are. I want to say they're the ones with the Rapidashes, but I might be wrong. Everyone has one who has... Like, I know that there's a young couple somewhere in the game where one of them has a Ponyta and the other has a Rapidash. Then there's one that has a... I think there's one with a Vulpix and one with a Growlithe, and then they later evolve. I think there's some like that. Now, let's quickly go and check out our TMs. So we have TM05, Acid. Growl is over Hyper Beam. Flamethrower is over Dig. Sludge Bomb is over Brick Break. Psychic... Okay, I can buy Psychic and Earthquake. Huge. That's actually massive. Okay, so, let's quickly teach some moves, I guess. First things first, we are getting an actual move for our... whatchamacallit. We are getting an actual ground move for our Sandslash. Sandslash is learning Earthquake over Sand Attack. So now, Sandslash is actually going to be very good. It's going to be hitting pretty hard. Now, what can learn Psychic? Pikachu can learn Psychic, okay. So, I'm now going to teach Psychic to Pikachu over Slam. Hang on a second. You know what? This Pikachu is going on the team. I've decided this Pikachu is going on the team. So I will... wait, it can also learn Dig. So I can teach it Flamethrower. Okay, you know what? We have Alolan Raichu at home. We have Alolan Raichu at home. I'm more than happy about this. I'm going to have Thunderbolt Flamethrower. I'm going to have Thunderbolt Flamethrower Psychic on this Pikachu. This Pikachu is going to go crazy. Like, this is gonna hit, like, this is gonna be such a good Pokemon to have. I say that, watch as my hubris now gets it killed in its very first battle or something. Honestly, please don't let that happen. RNG, please don't let that happen. Oh, hi, I finally finished Pokemon. Not done yet? How about I teach you a good move? The move I had in this pound. Yeah, no thanks, buddy. Normally that guy teaches you counter, and counter would be much more practical for me. Now, I know I'll get access to them later, but I'm going to quickly grab a Firestone and a Thunderstone. To be honest, I should probably also buy a Leaf Stone, because I do have a Gloom in the box. But for now, I'll just leave that as is. I believe the next floor up, I think this is where they sell like zinc and protein and carbos and stuff. So first things first, let's quickly buy one of each of these. In between episodes, I'll probably run back and buy a whole bunch of these, because, well, they're just generally pretty helpful to have. I'm thirsty, I want something to drink. So, we give her some fresh water, and we get TM16, this is normally light screen, contains Psybeam. Okay, that's very welcome. So we now give her a soda pop. That's normally Safeguard, that is Stomp. I don't know why I said Stomp like that, but hey, here we are. And that Lemonade, that's normally Reflect, contains Wing Attack. Okay, that's actually pretty good. How much health do my Pokemon have? It's over 60, but less than 80. Let's stock up on some Lemonade. I mean, I say I'm going to buy, like, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 8 lemonades should be more than enough for me to get through this gym, because that's the plan for the rest of this episode. The plan for the remainder of this episode is quite simple. I quickly want to beat the Celadon City gym. I want to earn my 4th badge today. So, let's quickly go and see what we can do. Oh. However, I think I want to make a quick cut, because I want to go and rename Pikachu, because I want to add it to the team, and also add it to the layout. So I will just make a quick cut, and I will be right back. Actually, you know what? No. I'll make a cut while I add all the stuff to the layout. But I know that I'm just going to add the Pikachu right now. Also, I could... yeah, it's probably faster if I just go this way rather than going through Saffron. Okay, so first things first. Let's just do this, and then I'll add all the stuff to the layout in a quick cut, and then we'll be good to go. Oh, and challenge whatchamacallit. We'll be good to go and challenge this next gym. And hopefully I'll get through without any losses. Because I'm going to be totally honest, I'm a little more worried about Erika's gym than I think I normally would be for some reason. I want to say it's partially because I have, you know, I don't know. I think it's just because I don't really have anything that's super powerful against them. I say as I just gained access to Flamethrower on, you know, basically all my Pokemon. Now, I forget which house is the name, right? I think it's this one. Is it this one? Yes, it is. Fantastic. So, let's quickly just go and rename Pikachu. So, let's give it a new name. So, we now have Sparky the Pikachu. Now, I know that it's not exactly a unique name, but I have my reasons for wanting to call it this. So, we now have Sparky the Pikachu. And it is named specifically after Richie's one from the anime. Because in the original Indigo Plateau anime, Ash met another trainer who was very similar to himself, who had a Pikachu, they had a Charmander, they had a Pikachu named Sparky, they had a Butterfree named Happy, they had a Charmander called Zippo, and I don't remember what their other Pokemon were. But either way, with that, let's just keep on going. And I will make a quick cut just as soon as I come out of this underground path, and I will be right back. Okay, so I quickly just went and added them to the layout. So we now have Pikachu, and Sparky the Pikachu is now officially on the team. Fantastic, big fan. Hopefully Sparky will live for a good while, and honestly, with the potential moveset it could get, I could see it going to endgame. Hopefully. Key term, hopefully. Also, I'm talking to this guy first. Hey, you have better things to do, Champion Macon. Celadon's gym leader is Erika. She's a user of grass-type Pokemon and at one with nature. She might appear docile because of her flower arranging, but she's not one to be taken lightly. So basically, that guy isn't in the gym, Because, quite simply, the Celadon City Pokemon Gym is, well, pretty much it is a no boys allowed type of deal. Which did lead to some shenanigans in the anime. In the original anime, I think in that episode, like, Ash isn't allowed in, so they end up disguising him, and Team Rocket, like, pretend to be his parents. It's honestly it's honestly not, it's kind of fun. Okay, so Celadon City Pokemon Gym, leader Erika, the nature-loving princess. Okay, so, and also, obviously, Roy has already been here. So, let's hopefully get through this, and Sparky just needs one level. I should tell you about this gym. Only real ladies are allowed in here. Okay. Well, I'm just here to, you know, do some Pokemon battles, get my gym badge, and skedaddle, so I shouldn't be here too long. Sparky, Flamethrower. Honestly, the idea... Just seeing Pikachu using Flamethrower, that's kind of funny to me. And to be okay, I don't know what the rest of my TMs could be, but there's a world where I could get, like, Ice Beam or something as well. If I could get Ice Beam, that could actually be super sick. Okay, Stun Spore. I had a moment, because I genuinely thought, like, Weeping Bell could hit pretty hard. But I think Quick Attack should be enough to finish it off here. Never mind! Okay, there's Wrap, so I can't even tag out. So I do need to land something. So I'm just going to go for Quick Attack. Not the double paralysis. Not 2 turns of paralysis. Not like this. I'm not losing my Pikachu like this. Okay. Okay, we're safe. 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 That could have been really bad. But hey, we're alive. Now... do I have any... I do have a Paralyze Heal. Fantastic. And I have a potion. A regular potion should be just enough to bring Sparky back up to full health. Which is very, very good. Also, Sparky could be the second coming of Cheshire. Oh, welcome. I was getting bored. So, for reference, in my playthrough of Pokemon Emerald that I did nearly 3 years ago at this point, I had an Espeon named Cheshire, and that Espeon was insane. I think it had, like, Psychic, Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, and Ice Beam. It basically just had power moves, and it hit like a train because it was an Espeon. It was genuinely one of the most powerful Pokemon I think I've had in any of my playthroughs. Now, hopefully Sparky can finish off this fight without too much more hassle, because once this fight is over, we should maybe... Okay, you know what? I can definitely blaze through these. Yeah, I can definitely beat the rest of these Pokemon. And then we'll hit level 26, learn not Flamethrower, learn Thunderbolt, and then we should be good to go. Oh, because honestly, once we hit level 26, we learn Thunderbolt, and that's basically all I need. Like, realistically, that's the only reason I'm holding off on evolving this thing. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, it just went for Sweet Scent. Crisis averted. Genuinely, if that had gone for Acid or something, that could have been potentially dangerous. But Quick Attack finishes off the Oddish. We now go up to level 26. And now, Sparky is actually ready to evolve. I could evolve it into Raichu, like, as soon as this battle ends now. And be pretty confident about it. So, Sparky now has Flamethrower, Psychic, Thunderbolt, and Thunder Wave. We now have Alolan Raichu at home. And I am very happy about it. I know I made that joke like 5 minutes ago, but I am very happy about having this Pikachu. Also, now that I think about it, the fact that the Eevee was replaced with a Pikachu is actually so fun. Like, I love that. Do I have... I think I have to leave. I know I have a Pecha Berry. Oh, I have 2 Pecha Berries. I'll just use that. Fantastic. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, Sparky. Actually, hang on. I should probably give some focus to someone else. Because Sparky will get use in other stuff, because I have plenty of, like, water roots and things as well. But at the same time, I think I want Garuda to get some more training in. Look, see my Pokemon. I like the grass type. I like how they're easy to raise. Fair. Honestly, I do quite like grass types. It's not my favourite typing in the world, but I don't dislike them. It's one of, like... Actually, that could be a fun thing to do. Like, put all the types in order of how much I like them. Anyway, Garuda is going to be getting a little bit more focus here, partially because, to be totally honest, honestly, Erika kind of worries me a little bit. Partially because she has two Pokemon that actually, now I think about it, Erika is kind of like the only gym leader I can think of. Obviously, Liza and Tate are a weird outlier. Basically, Liza and Tate are a weird outlier because, you know, there's two of them. But Erika kind of has two ace Pokemon. So her team is 3 Pokemon. She has a level 24 Tangela and a level 29 Vileplume and Victory Bell. I think that's actually kind of interesting, because as far as I can recall, she is the only gym leader ever, outside of Liza and Tate, because you fight them in a double battle, as I previously stated, who you actually fight in a scenario where it's like, hey, I have multiple aces. I think that's super interesting. Okay, so now let's just pack, finish that off, and off we go. Now the question is, do I run back to the Pokemon Center and heal? Because I think I probably should. I feel like I really should. I'm gonna run back and heal. I'm gonna run back and heal because, to be totally honest, I have more than enough. Like, I have more than enough health ticks available. Also, I know Garuda isn't in any danger of dying, but I would definitely quite like to be a bit safe about this and, you know, not potentially lose it to poison in the actual gym battle itself. Also, you may notice that there is a whole bunch of random Team Rocket guys just hanging around the town. What's up with that? Definitely doesn't have anything to do with the suspicious game corner in the middle of town. No siree, nothing like that. No. What? Why would you ever think that? Yeah, Team Rocket owns the game corner in the center of town. And we'll be checking out there in the next episode. But for now, we have a certain gym battle to be getting back to. Well, we have a gym to be getting back to. Also, I could have mentioned this earlier as like a little talking point thing. So, I'm recording this on the 21st of August. Hang on, let's just get into this next battle before I start rambling. Oh hey, we don't like bug or fire type Pokemon in here. Great, I don't have either. I have birds and poison. And an electric mouse that breathes fire. Okay, so basically, it is August 21st when I'm recording this episode, and I watched the kind of opening night live thing from Gamescom yesterday, and my main takeaway is the statement that, and I quote, yeah, that was a real PS5 of a showcase. Like, okay, I'm gonna be totally honest. I don't really like the whole meme of, oh, PS5 has no games. I say as someone who doesn't even own a PS5, because realistically, that's kind of just like a lost console generation in terms of practicality, because it released at the worst possible time. But yeah, so I effectively sat through all 2 hours of that, and my takeaway was, yeah, these are video games. I just don't want to play any of them. But it was one of those things where, like, I sat and I watched the whole thing because I knew that as soon as I closed the stream, that's when it would be like, here's something you really want to play. But, like, they showed... Okay, credit where it's due. If I'd played the first 2, I would probably be a lot more interested in Little Nightmares 3. And I think the same developer showed their new game as well. Oh, I forget what it's called, though. And then Atlas was like, hey, here's a big announcement thing for Persona 3 Reload's episode, I guess. And then it was just like, hey, it's a DLC boss fight with Joker. It's like, cool. I guess it's Velvet Room shenanigans, because at the time when Persona 3 takes place, Joker would be the same age as Ken. which is honestly kind of why I wanted Kent to turn up in P5 Royal, but still, that's neither here nor there now, is it? So yeah, basically, I sat and watched an entire 2-hour conference for basically nothing that I was going to play. However, I will say, I did have a great laugh. I had a great laugh at the start, where the big first announcement was, hey, Borderlands 4. Because it's just like, oh, the timing on this is really bad. Like, it was a thing where you could very clearly tell they'd booked for that, like, they had paid a lot of money for that to be in, like, probably the opening spot, because they were so confident the movie was going to be amazing. Note, I haven't seen anyone say anything good about the movie, which is kind of a damning indictment on its quality. And I'm saying this as someone who didn't really like Borderlands as games to begin with. I think they are boring, monotonous grindfests that just aren't very fun. And, you know, I'm saying this as someone who unironically enjoys grinding in RPGs. So, that's basically about as bad as I can say on that. Also, if nothing else, I do think that at doing something like that, and paying probably an insane amount of money for, you know, the headline first thing at Gamescom, I think that is kind of a hilarious move to do that, and is honestly, I feel like that's a very Randy Pitchford thing to do. Like, that is a man who is all in on being so confident even when it's bad. Remember Battleborn? Like, genuine question, do you remember Battleborn? Because, man, that was a game that existed, and no one was playing it. I don't think I know a single person who actually bought it. Like, I think that game came out, they stopped selling it, I think, like, 2 years later, then I think, like, another year after that, they just shut all the servers down. Like, that is a game that immediately just got erased from history in terms of practicality. Which, to be fair, is kind of funny, but also, like, people probably worked hard on that. But, yeah. I don't know, it's an interesting little thing to me sometimes. I'm trying to think about what else they showed. They showed Mai for the new Garo. To be totally honest, like, I know that Mai Shiranui is, you know, one of the evergreen, super popular fighting game characters. Because she's, like, next to Chun-Li as, like, one of the most iconic female characters in fighting games. I'll be honest, I've never really clicked with SNK all that much. I don't know, KOF just never really... I don't know, I just never clicked with KOF. I don't know, maybe it's something I need to try playing a bit more to really click with. But I don't know, it's just never really been quite my thing. Either way, with that, we have now defeated Cool Trainer Mary, and we are now ready to fight Erika in just a second. Let's use one of these lemonades real quick. Let's use this lemonade and our paralyze heal, just to make sure that Garuda is in about as tip-top condition as it can possibly be to start this battle. Because Garuda is, once again, kind of the star of the show here. Like, Xiao can come in if need be, Sparky can come in if need be, but Garuda is the main event here. Hello. Lovely weather, isn't it? It's so pleasant. Oh dear, I must have dozed off. Welcome. My name is Erika. I'm the leader of the Celadon Gym. I'm a student of the art of flower arranging. My Pokemon are solely of the grass type. Oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea that you wished to challenge me. Very well, but I shall not lose. Okay, so, gonna be totally honest, Erika might be my favorite gym leader in Gen 1. Like, as previously mentioned, her team is super unique. The fact that she has 3 Pokemon and 2 of them are aces, I think is super interesting, and I really like that. I'm a bit less of a fan of getting Stun Spored turn 1, but hey, what am I gonna do? Also, that's gonna do a ton of damage. Yeah, that did a lot because Victory Bell is primarily a physical attacker. On the plus side, and she now heals back to full. She heals back to full, we just get a free pack in. If I could land a crit, that would be huge. Acid does another 20, so Garuda is now... Oh, that was 40 because that was a crit. Okay, Garuda actually has to switch out now. Or do I let it die? It probably goes for Acid again. I am going to switch out to Shao, I think. I'm going to switch out to Nidorino. Oh, and hopefully that'll work. Okay, there's the Acid coming through. Hits for 10 damage. Obviously, this will do... Okay, misses the Stun Spore, that's very good. We land the pack. That did a lot less damage, obviously, because one, Garuda, I think, just has a higher attack stat, and also, you know, super effective stab. Stab is very important. To be totally honest, I can't... Obviously, it was a decision made in about 10 seconds, but I was considering going out to the Diglett and just kind of sacking it if need be. Okay, Garuda hits level 28. Very nice. Now, in comes Tangela. Okay, I'm going to go for Poison Sting and hopefully get the poison on it. Because if I can poison this thing, that's huge. Because there's the Ingrain. Tangela goes for Ingrain and it will now heal itself every turn. Basically, think of it... Ingrain is kind of like Leech Seed, only it doesn't drain the opponent, it just heals itself. So if I can get a poison on it, I can, you know, kind of nullify that healing. And also, actually, is Stab Poison Sting more damaging than Pack? It probably is, to be honest. Stab could come in handy. Okay, so Giga Drain comes through, that'll hit for not all that much because Tangela is more physically oriented, fortunately. Also, Giga Drain is a kind of unfortunate move. I think it was introduced in Gen 3, and it's honestly not very good, all things considered. Like, it's one of those moves that just isn't all that good in Gen 3, mostly because it has base 60 power and a maximum of 5 PP, which kind of puts it in the same ballpark as, like, it puts it in the same boat as the one-hit kill moves like Horn Drill, Fissure, Guillotine, and Sheer Cold, and the super powerful moves like Hyper Beam, Thunder, Fire Blast, and Blizzard. And obviously, it just doesn't quite live up to that, does it? Obviously, it did get a buff. I think it got buffs in like the next 2 gens. I think in Gen 4 it goes up to 10 PP, and then in Gen 5 it goes up to 80 power as well. It definitely became good over time, but in its first appearance, it isn't exactly inspirational. Now, her final Pokemon is Vileplume. Obviously, it is the final evolution of Gloom. Well, final evolution of Oddish, to be more accurate. I am getting so lucky with it missing Stun Spores. So 2 packs does a little under half. There's the Stun Spore coming in. Now, honestly... Okay, Giga Drain will actually do a ton here. This will do a lot, even though it's resisted. Okay, I need to switch Shao out here. So Shao has to be switched out. Which means I'm going to go out to Brute Root, because obviously I quad resist a grass move. I quad resist a grass move, and I think its only other attacking move should be Acid. Fortunately, it is kind of burning through its, you know, good attacks. And I can Sleep Powder it. I don't think I can Leech Seed it, though, which is a little bit unfortunate. I'm relatively certain that I can't, but just in case, I'm going to give it a try. There's a full heal to get rid of the Sleep status. And Leech Seed doesn't affect Vileplume. Yeah, I can't Leech Seed a Grass type, which does make perfect sense. So now, Sleep Powder puts the Vileplume to sleep. It's taking a little nap again. And now... now, what do I do? Because Garuda and Shao are too hurt to... Honestly, I think I just stick it out with Brute Root and go for Tackle. I think I just have to tackle my way to victory from here. Because I could potentially switch out to Sparky, but... I could switch out to Sparky, but that would get annihilated in one shot if it gets hit by a big move. Talia also probably gets annihilated in one hit, and Garuda and Shao are both super low, which obviously isn't what I want. Okay, I'm going to try to land one more tackle. I want to land one more tackle and then a sleep powder. Okay, from here, I should be able to take one more acid here. Okay, that's huge. That's actually massive. Okay, Vileplume is guaranteed to be asleep this turn. So now I can switch to Sparky. I can switch to Sparky and blast it with Flamethrower, and I think that should be enough to secure the win. I think. And also, this should be better for the EVs as opposed to switching out to Talia and landing Earthquake. Just a reminder, I did teach my Sand/Earthquake. I could have EQ'd at any time. But hey, we win. Oh, I concede defeat. You are remarkably strong. I must confer upon you the Rainbow Badge. So that is badge number 4 acquired, just as soon as I find it. There it is. Nice. The Rainbow Badge will make Pokemon up to level 50 obey. It also allows Pokemon to use the move Strength in and outside of battle. Please also take this with you. This is normally Giga Drain. This is Teleport. Wouldn't you agree that it's a wonderful move? I mean, it's not amazing, but hey, it definitely has uses, I suppose. With that, we now officially have half of the gym badges. So I guess we're Okay, we have half of the gym badges, but I wouldn't say we're halfway through the game yet. Now, I also picked up the coin case. I might need that in the near future. But hey, we aren't going to be doing that just... Actually, while I'm here, I'm going to quickly just check out and see what my options are here. Because normally there's TMs and stuff here. That's the wrong one. It is this one. So normally the TM of Ice Beam, TM of Iron Tail. Okay, those aren't randomized yet. Like, once I buy them, they will be. Let's see what these are. So I want a Vaporeon, Bellsprout, Wynaut, Cypher is Executor, and Porygon is Zangoose. Honestly, I might go for one of those. You know what? I think I'm gonna buy that Vaporeon. Like, genuinely, I think getting that Vaporeon would be huge. So first things first, let's quickly just talk to all of these people. Well, because they will eventually give me all the coins I need. Okay, I say all the coins I need, I think they'll give me like 50. But hey, I will take 3 coins, you know? Because that means I need to buy less. So that is now 50 coins, I believe. So now, let's quickly spend 3,000 Pokédollars to buy enough to now be able to purchase a Vaporeon. So now, I'm going to be able to have Vaporeon on the team, as a potential thing. I will allow myself to buy one of each of these Pokemon. I mean, hopefully I won't need all of them, but I'm definitely buying for Vaporeon. Fantastic. So Vaporeon is now transferred into the box. Great. We'll love to see that. Now, hopefully, let's have a quick look and just see its nature and everything. And before I finish off this episode, because I might be doing a little bit of training and stuff, you know, just to shuffle some things around in between episodes. So now, oh, yeah, we also have the Doduo. So let's quickly flip these around. Vaporeon, male, level 9, okay. So obviously that'll need some training if I ever decide to add to the team. So we have a Lonely Growlithe, a Serious Doduo, and a Bashful Vaporeon. But we do have Water Absorb, and that's massive. Okay, so I might shuffle the team around in between episodes, as I will see how it goes. I'll also update the level cap for by the time I start the next episode. But for now, I'm going to end off today's episode here. As always, feel free to leave a comment and click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined. And next time, we'll be going into the Rocket Hideout. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.